Lately, I've been feeling a little off. Not in a bad way, just like my brain has 47 tabs open and none of them are loading. So today we're gonna do a full reset. Nothing extreme, just a cozy, intentional day to come back to myself, mind, body, and planet. I always start with the mind. If I don't check in with myself, I end up scrolling instead of breathing. I historically have not been the best journaler, but I do notice when I do it often is when I start feeling better mentally and when I feel like I have a better direction of where I'm going with my life. And I know that sounds dramatic, but I'm telling you, journaling, it's kind of where it's at. Today's prompt that I'm writing about is, what does slow living mean to me right now? And I think that's important. Something I've thought about with slow living is it sounds like this big, lofty idea that you have to be really slow, essentially, during your mornings. And I've come to realize, sure, slow living means taking time to stop and smell the roses as you move on with your day. But it's also just about understanding what makes you happy. What brings joy in your day-to-day life? How can you add in more moments of joy into those days? Is it focusing on having an iced coffee from time to time?
That's so good.
Is it getting up and stretching after having meetings or feeling like you're sitting down at work? Is it throwing jazz music on? For me, it's throwing jazz music on while I do work. I do a 5-minute reset of my physical space. Usually that clears my mental clutter too. A little bit harder because I moved recently, so a lot of my stuff is still trying to find where it's gonna live. But even just focusing a couple of minutes a day on clearing my desk so that it actually looks a bit tidy when I'm working at it makes a huge difference. For the body, I keep it gentle. No pressure, just listening and moving with care. Some days I go for a walk. It doesn't happen every day. Sometimes it's just focusing on doing a light stretch or even just breathing while I look outside or stand outside. And a whole lot of focusing on self-care. No, I don't do an everything shower every day, but when I do, I love to romanticize every second. I'm talking light a candle. I'm talking get the shower steaming. And using my favorite skincare. Resetting for the planet doesn't have to mean a really big cleanup. Sometimes it's just one tiny action that brings me back to my values. So today I need to go through my fridge. We're at the end of the week. A lot of the food in here is really old, and it's just time that we compost a lot of those food scraps so that way I can get this fridge looking clean. I love the idea of treating moments in life like an opening shift or a closing shift. For example, my kitchen has seen better days. And I love the idea of just being like, oh, my kitchen, it's closing, so let's clean it up. So that way it's ready for me in the morning. I know I'm not perfect, but small choices really do feel better than going towards burnout or feeling guilty about the way that I'm living.
Hello! You want to come up?
Today wasn't about doing it all. It was about choosing to come home to myself, my mind, body, and planet, and that is totally enough. So thank you guys so much for sticking around for this cozy reset day. I needed it. Hopefully this is your sign that you might need one as well. And I will see you guys in the next video.